Friend, you've been carrying around a whole bunch of stuff this week, and it's probably not even yours to carry. And listen, you deserve to put the weight of all of it down. And if nobody has told you lately, you also deserve to feel lighter. And that is exactly what we do around here. So if you're new, welcome and make sure that you're subscribed because I bring you something new on the daily to help you show up as the most powerful version of yourself. Because, friend, let's face it, you are carrying around the past, other people's problems, politics, and whatever else you could pick up and put in your tote bag. And Erica Badu, she told us in Bag Lady, you can't hurry up because you got too much stuff. One of my favorite lines of all time, friend, because it's so true. You have been carrying things for heaven knows how long. And when have you put any of it down? Well, this is the time to start developing a release practice because, friend, you got to release some of this stuff in order for you to have a place for your blessings to land. So let's get into it. Do you ever get that nagging feeling on a Sunday that you got work tomorrow? That Monday is already interrupting your Sunday and looming around and it's already feeling heavy? Friend, it's probably because you're still carrying around all of the things that came up last week, and it might not even be all yours. As women, we are just natural carriers. We inherit, we pick up, but we hardly ever put down. And so many times, you probably don't even remember the last time that you actually released something. And friend, you at a minimum should have a weekly release practice because, friend, you cannot fully step into your future when you're still carrying around the past, when you are bombarded and bogged down with everybody else's problems. And I know that is a whole episode within itself, friend, but I want you to walk into the week feeling some relief. I want you to feel some freedom and be able to breathe with ease, knowing that this week is starting off fresh. And that means you got to have a release practice. We got to be able to woo-saw and let some of this stuff go. The reason a release practice really matters the most is because your body ends up holding on to whatever it is that your mind can't process. Friend, I learned this from my own coach, my heavenly angel on earth. She's the best. And one day I was talking with her about my fitness goals, and I had some weight that I wanted to lose. And she stopped me dead in my tracks and she was like, first, let's go ahead and choose a different word because as soon as we say lose, it automatically implies that you want to find it again. And do you want to lose weight so you can find it again? Or do you want to release weight? Friend, I'm telling you, that shift still gets me to this day. This is the power of having a coach friend. They can see in those blind spots that you just cannot. And that was such a powerful shift. And it reminded me of number one, just how important the words are that we use and that they carry energy with them. And so many times we have all of this pent up energy in our body with nowhere for it to go. And that can be unprocessed emotions. It can be whatever it is that you keep thinking about and ruminating on repeat. It can even be the things that you pick up from other people, but you don't give yourself an opportunity to release what you no longer need to carry forward with you. I know that this practice, I said that it is something that you should have at a minimum on the weekly, but let's just be real here for a second, friend. Are you still carrying around things from the past? Something that happened 10 years ago, 20 years ago, or more? Are you still holding on to things that have happened in your childhood? Friend, the thing about the past is the only thing that you can ever change about the past is your perspective of it. Sometimes when we just get that time and space, and because we've grown, we've learned, we've matured, we can look back and see things through a different lens. We can look back and see what we thought was a burden was actually a blessing in disguise. We can look back and see something that was harmful or hurtful and be able to recognize it for what it was and still be able to find something that was good that came from even that. Because I believe in alchemy. I believe that we can take that energy and even if it was meant for our harm, we can still use it for our good. I'm a God's girl, and I believe that that's what He does for us all the time. And even if God is not your jam, feel free to insert your belief here. So, whether it's God, source, the universe, or whom it is that you believe in, there is that element of alchemy that can take even the worst of things and still use them for your greater good. So, friend, when I'm thinking and talking about release, it is more than just a weekly practice, but I think it is imperative that at a minimum you do it on a weekly basis. But you can release for as far back as you need to go. You can even release on a daily basis. And of course, on the daily is going to be so much better because you're not carrying even what happened yesterday on into today. And you can have a fresh start, a fresh slate to start with every single day. And you deserve that, friend. So, definitely, we are going to give you the 3 R's that can really help you put this into practice starting right now. The first R is review. I love to do this practice on Sundays because to me, Sunday is the day that really just wraps up the week in a really beautiful bow. So I love to do this practice on a Sunday, but you can do this whenever you feel like your week has come to an end. And just take a few moments when you have some quiet time and first review. Review your week of anything that you're already carrying. If there was some disappointment or rejection or something just didn't work the way that you wished that you wanted it to, think about what it is that you're already carrying this week. Because, of course, what we don't acknowledge, we cannot release. So it's so important to just do a little weekly review to just think about what it is that you're carrying. And friend, it is so important to just acknowledge it for what it is. And you can even say to yourself, this happened, it was real, it mattered, and it taught me something, even if I can't see it. Because, friend, sometimes we just in our feelings. And that is okay if that is where you are. Sometimes hindsight being 2020 means you got to get further down the road for that to happen. So really just acknowledging it and honoring it for what it was, that is really the first step in just reviewing your week and recognizing what it is that you're carrying. And then the next step is to release. You can place your hand on your heart and say this: I release what I cannot change. I release what was never mine to carry. I release the weight of last week and I make room for who I'm becoming. Friend, it can really just be that simple. Just a nice little mantra that you can just release. You do not have to carry around the world on your shoulders, okay? You can release it and feel lighter. And then from that place, now you get to reset. Take in a deep breath, hold it at the top, and then release your breath and do it for longer than your inhale. So if you inhale for 4, hold it for 2, release for 8. When you release longer than you took in your inhale, it also helps to reset your nervous system and it lets your nervous system know that you are safe. So just really physically releasing what it is that you've been carrying, friend. It is a very simple reset process because now you have created space in your life. You have created some freedom for yourself. And now from this place, you can start the week fresh, no longer holding on to everything that you've been carrying. You can start your week feeling refreshed, and you deserve that, friend. I really love this practice because it's one of the most beautiful self love practices that you can do for yourself. This is you showing yourself that you love you so much that you are not going to be weighted down by other people's problems or the weights of the world. This is you saying, I love myself enough to release what I don't need to carry. This is you showing yourself that you are more than worthy and more than enough. And you love yourself so much that you're not going to hold on to things that are just not suited for you. This is you teaching yourself that circumstances do not get to decide who you are, who you're becoming, or how you are going to live into this week. You get to take your power back because you decided you are going to start this week refreshed, clear, open to receive all of your beautiful blessings. Because, friend, what happened to you or what is going on is not greater than who you are and who you're becoming. So always remember that, friend. You have always been that girl, okay? And this is just a beautiful practice to confirm that for you, okay? So let me go ahead and give you your journal prompt. This is a good one. Okay. What have you been calling weight in your life that actually needs to be released? And what has your body been trying to tell you about who or what you've been holding on to? I threw the who in there because, friends, sometimes we need to reevaluate who is around us, okay? VIP only. And make sure that the people in your life who are surrounding you and who are in your VIP section, that they really are your biggest fans and not your greatest haters, okay? The haters, they don't need that close proximity, okay? They can be up in the cheap seats, okay? Or they can even be outside in the parking lot. Chris Brown said, "How you gonna hate from outside the club? You can't even get in." Y'all know I play too much. Okay. Let me go ahead and tell you what to meet me in the comments with. Okay. Tell me, what are you releasing this week? Friend, drop it in the comments because you just might inspire another woman to release it too. The one thing that we will do around here is fix each other's crown. We learn from each other. We support and love one another. Okay. We are so much stronger together. So let's do it, friend. Okay. And as always, I hope that you love this video just as much as I love making it for you. I can't wait to hear how this release ritual, this release practice, how well it works for you, friend, because you deserve to release the things that you've been carrying, friend. You do not have to carry the weight of the world on your shoulders. That is not at all what we are meant to do in this life. Okay? Okay. All right, friend. As I love to remind you at this time, I love myself so much. I don't play about me. And if you hang out with me long enough, you will love yourself so much that you won't play about you either. Okay, friend? I will meet you in the comments and I will see you in the next video tomorrow.